and another one. His name is Golu.
Golu and Kalu.
Kalu and
Hi,
Kalu.
Kalu.
Gets so happy.
Our host Mona in Lucknow was a
Happy.
dedicated caregiver to her mother, a protector and feeder of local stray dogs, and also a caretaker of Lucknow's deep history, which she shared with us via an awesome outing she took us on our way out of town.
So we came out this morning with our lovely Airbnb host, Mona.
Hey.
Hi, Mona. Thanks. Side note, Mona feeds dogs, so we're going to just trust her. So where are we today?
We are at Kusha Palace.
Okay.
Right, this was made sometimes in the 1800s.
Wow.
By one of the Nawabs who ruled Awadh, as this region was called earlier. So they like to entertain their European guests. And so this was earlier a hunting lodge and then a retreat, a summer retreat for the Nawabs and their guests. A lot of what exists here in terms of buildings wasn't there earlier. It was just jungle. The Nawab then used to have these pageantry, do march past, like we'd have in the parade.
Oh, like a military
Like a
parade
military
or like
parade.
display.
Yeah, display.
Yeah.
So he would have both men and women, and they would march past here and
Show off,
there
right?
was
To show off. Yeah.
His might to the British.
Wow.
So what we're seeing here is the stables. This is where probably the elephants and the horses were kept.
And now it is where green ringneck parakeets are kept.
Yes, have made their homes.
Yeah, nice.
So this place was a place for where one of the fiercest battles happened. You earlier visited the residency.
Yes, we did.
So that is one place where it happened, and this was the other. This was copied from a castle somewhere in England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the inspiration for this building was that castle. So I believe the Nawabs were all equally fascinated by their European ways of living and architecture. So he asked one of the architects, Gore Ousley, an Englishman I believe, to construct something similar to what he had seen in England. Very few people come here. So I like it more because it's just quieter, and what you're seeing here is the back of the building. The front is actually being closed off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this would have been 3 floors, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can't see any of the structure inside. What we are seeing here is this right here.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Yeah, it came to these feet. Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Oh,
you can
wow.
see
Okay,
these are
okay.
the columns. Yeah.
Well, it's really gone.
It's all gone. They say that this picture was taken by Francis Viado in 1858, which is after the battle, which is when it is still a whole structure.
You probably just saw our video about Maqbara Sadat Ali Khan, the tomb we visited. This was built by Sadat Ali Khan.
What all went into the making of the Imam Bara. Then they added molasses and jaggery and lentils and God knows what not to bind it together.
Wow.
You can't do that now. You can't put so much lentil into making.
Yeah.
Did you notice that these benches have this horseshoe?
Oh, yeah.
Horseshoes? Yeah, horseshoes.
Horseshoe bench.
This area is Bibiapur.
Bibiapur.
Yes. Somebody just has left some water and something. How old it is, I don't know. But it's just a very... It says Kali temple, but I can't see Kali here. Oh, is that Kali? It's Kali. I don't know.
Oh, is it?
No, there's a bigger one. that the vibration from the temple bells is good for your awakening or whatever. That is something to your brain. Obviously, this was built by the Nawabs. I don't know which one. I'm sure it'll be written somewhere. Probably Saadat Ali Khan only.
Has that same look in a way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does have the same look. And it was again a place for the Nawabs to come and stay here, a retreat, a guest house for a place to entertain their guests. And then one incident that happened was that they wanted to decide who to crown as king. So they told this Nawab, we will crown you king if you go away from the Mughal empire. We'll make you king, because till then he was Nawab, not king. And we'll give you the title of king. So they all came here, the Nawab, and his son was supposed to be crowned. And then at that very same place, when the son was also there, they actually crowned somebody else. And so the son
Like
was
as
the successor.
as a double cross.
As a double cross, right here. So the son was majorly, of course, betrayed. And then he went on a killing spree. He killed some British soldiers. And then he fled to Varanasi, actually. And that's where he was hunted down and then shot dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's when basically their hold on who decides the next steps in terms of who rules the land. So it indirectly became their hold, because it was just in name that the person was king, but the strings were being pulled by them.
Totally.
After that, of course, then the war happened, and then this was abandoned. Hopefully, this has a chance of surviving for some years. Indian architecture didn't have the concept of fireplaces, but you see that over here, there are multiple fireplaces. And then the first spiral staircase in this region.
Oh, wow.
So the original beam, and you can see these grooves going up.
Very cool.
Can you see that? That's the original staircase.
Oh yeah, the beams.
The wood one.
Up top there, that wood.
yeah.
That's the
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's original.
Looks like a ramp, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like a ramp.
Wow. Whoa. There's an Airbnb host who will risk her life to go up a banisterless staircase with you.
Here, that's where you can see.
Oh, yeah. Peafowl.
Are those the original moldings?
Yeah, this is some of the originals.
Wow.
And this is some of the original color.
Oh wow. This is the rendering.
Another reason why you can't have tourists coming here is because there's absolutely no safety things, and if there are people who are stupid, anybody could fall.
You're talking about white people mostly, I think.
No. I'm talking about
No,
a lot of
I just-
Indians. The TikTokers, the
I was gonna
selfie
say, yeah,
takers,
yeah.
who will do selfie, and
Yeah.
They're
Could
totally
definitely see there's
selfie deaths. The most are in India. And most Indians fall to selfie deaths.
really, hey?
Yeah. So one of these columns has fallen in the last 1 year, because I remember coming 2 years ago and it was still standing.
Oh.
So it still continues to crumble. We got to first know about it because of my involvement with the Citizens for Lucknow group, which is a heritage lovers group. So most people don't know about it. 99% of people don't know about it. And we don't want others to know about it either, because we don't want it to become like a touristy place like Padai Baba.
Oh, well, thanks so much for bringing us here then. Wow.
This will make for a great photograph.
Yeah.
With that tree in the background. It's almost bare. This is in Islam a social gathering where they come to remember the tragedy of Karbala. So the key difference in Sunni and Shia is that the Sunnis basically regard their God as the Prophet Muhammad, but for the Shias it is who was the successor. The successor of Prophet is their the one they pray
Gotcha.
to, right?
Right.
So the grandson of Prophet Muhammad is the one they regard as a successor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So he was the one who was martyred at Karbala.
Ah, okay, okay.
You know, because the king there, Yazid, you might have heard of Yazidis
yes.
who were recently in the 2 years ago in the news. The king Yazid, he wanted the descendants to regard him as the king or everything. You know, he said, renounce your faith. So this guy said, no, I will not. And so they basically went into battle knowing that he'll die. But it was like for him to preserve his faith. So that's the key thing around which Shia religion is built. Muharram is their main festival, and they then recount this entire story during Muharram, and they self-flagellate themselves like that, you know, with a lot of iron rods and stuff, and their backs are all bloodied and everything. But that's their way of grieving. So it's a lot of grieving for that one event which happened, I don't know, 600 AD. Namaste.
Where did you come from?
Hi. Are you the sweetest? Oh, you're so sweet.
So this is Mona's Airbnb.
You're so sweet.
Quite nice. One of the cleanest ones we've had in all of India. Bathroom's nice. Sorry, we're getting ready to go, so it's a little unpacked, but has all the amenities. One thing that was cool is it's got a first aid kit with all sorts of useful things. Has tea and a bunch of little extras. A kettle. That's quite nice. So, anyway, very nice spot. As you can tell, Mona is quite involved and fastidious about details, so we've loved that. And here is just a wee little bit of the amazing food you can have at Mona's place. These are green pea stuffed kachori. And this soup is incredible. All the food here has been exquisite. $150 for breakfast, $300 for dinner. Do it. We're on the way out of Lucknow now, killing time before a massive train to Punjab. But while we're waiting, we're going to check out the Gomti Riverfront Park. Looks beautiful. The price to get in is 10 rupees a person. So let's go see if we can get 10 rupees worth of fun out of this ticket. Now that's weird. I thought you're not supposed to feed the birds. Beautiful park, well set up. You can smell the notes of river in the air, but it is not offensive. Gomti River Park is pretty self-explanatory, but here are some typical sights there. It was nice, fairly quiet, and a good place to have a break from loads of people if that's what you desire. I certainly did. So at the top of this hill, and just a little ways over, we are going to be viewing 100 elephants. What's the catch? The elephants are made of stone. So this is quite a nice peaceful walk, strangely for being a road. Seems like there's almost no one on this road. And it's calm and quite lovely. We came up from the park, which is now down there. And so there's this elevated walk. If you don't want to pay 20 rupees, I think this part might be free if you get on it and just take a walk. So it's quite nice as well, lined with flowers and shrubs and some trees. Quite nice. And then there's some other stuff over here we got to go figure out as well. Well, there's a lot of stuff here to see and we probably did not see. So when you come to Lucknow, leave as much time as reasonable. How do we get over this wall? That's a good question. Question. Go ahead and tell me how busy India is with traffic again. I look like a liar. I can't believe this. Where is everybody? I don't know what it's called, so we shouldn't throw it at me yet. I didn't even have to steal from the wild or forcibly impregnate or purpose breed an elephant for absolutely no reason than from my own selfish pleasure and entertainment. Anyway, we don't have to hurt elephants. Elephants.
It's actually called Ambedkar Memorial Park, and it is relatively new, completed only in the early 2000s.
Impressive, monolithic, ancient-looking structures, but it's not. Holy, this place is epic, monolithic, massive, huge, great, expansive, large, grandiose, big.
Although it is incredible and beautiful, some locals, including our trusted host Mona, tell me that all that stone and land devoid of plant matter superheats everything, and the attraction is fairly empty all of the time when it's hot.
Squeaky.
It might be impractical to have so much barren land no matter how cool and polished it is, so keep that perspective in mind as we take a tour of it. The park mainly memorializes Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, who was an economist, social reformer opposed to the caste system that labeled his Dalit designation as untouchables, and a political leader. The statue of him in the main sanctum of this unique building was modeled after the statue of Abraham Lincoln on Capitol Hill in the United States. He also converted to Buddhism in part to escape caste, which created a wave of Dalit individuals doing the same thing after him. He had many positive accomplishments to earn rights and progress for Indian people labeled untouchables, but it is worthy to note that he was critical of Muslims and Islam generally and was in favor of partition.
I'm in which state? Which state, ma'am?
Tamil Nadu is very cool.
Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, we also like Himachal Pradesh.
It was in the inner sanctum of the memorial that we met Jayant and his cousin Baby. Yep, her given name is Baby. It was time to walk and chat and click photos together.
Stone elephants, that is.
Hey, see that guy running? He's another YouTuber from Nepal with a channel called Far Western Rider, so be sure to give him a look.
Yeah, better. Now we can see your arm. we got to get going, slowly moving toward a train. We have snacks to buy, we have things to see, and there's so much here. This is a park and monument, surprise, in India on a massive scale. We met amazing friends, other YouTubers. I met someone named Baby. That was her given name. Cool, and her cousin was there too. Super, super cool guy and gal. Family hanging out. Very nice. We met a Nepalese YouTuber, Far West Rider. So be sure to check his channel out. He looks like he was doing some pretty fun stuff. And we saw 124 elephant statues, which we showed you in hyper fast speed. And we took every selfie ever with every child that was within our reach. And just one more famous chat spot before we head on out of Lucknow. Royal Cafe.
A must-try snack anywhere it's popular in India, which is all over. We had it in Delhi at the Bengali Cafe, delicious. We had it in Bhuj on the street, delicious. We had it here, we had it yesterday. Golgappe, Pani Puri, whatever they call it, however it's named, water bombs, a must-try in India.
This is Royal Cafe's famous heart-shaped Matar Tiki. Peas, lemon zest, herbs, sauce. Time to eat.
Incredibly lemony, really, really soft and seasoned. It's spicy, crispy on top, thick. It reminds me of like the veggie burgers in the 1980s and 90s that were kind of like beany and soft in the middle and fried ultra crisp on the inside. The lemon zest and the cilantro is glorious. And it smells tart and fresh too, has an herbaceous smell. This is really, really, really good.
In our next video, we visit a very special Indian friend from Canada
This is excellent.
in her home village near Jalandhar in Punjab, because fate had our paths cross in India. Amazing.
For Vegan Everywhere,
Don't miss it.
I was going to wait till I get to the door.
Okay.
I mistimed it. I'm David.